Got a slice in my hand, a sweet escape so grand. But I'm telling you, my friend, this
Ever just get a craving, for something purely unapologetically enjoyable?
Oh, absolutely. Like a deep dive into a topic that just grabs you. Or maybe a big slice of cake.
Speaking of, today's deep dive is dedicated to all those cravings and to musician Kurt Holes, who seems to get it. We're digging into his song, All That Cake Ain't Carnivore, a surprisingly thoughtful tune about way more than just dessert.
Exactly. And that's what makes it so interesting to unpack. We're going to look at how Holes uses food metaphors, especially cake, to get at some pretty profound ideas about life choices, indulgence, and finding the sweet spot in it all.
Without the calorie counting, hopefully. So Holes kicks things off, setting the scene. He sings, got a slice in my hand, the sweet escape so grand. Universal experience, right? But then he adds, this treat won't ever end. What's he getting at here? Is this just a catchy rhyme or something more about the nature of craving itself?
It's brilliant how he does that. On the surface, yeah, it's about cake. Delicious, tempting cake. But that line about the treat never ending, it suggests this desire for sweet escape, whatever that is for each of us, sticks around. It's not a one-time thing. And the way he keeps repeating all that cake throughout the song, that abundance, that constant temptation, it's key to what he's getting at.
And he paints such a vivid picture. Sugar rush in my veins, no veggie on my brain. Like he's totally giving in to the moment.
Right. He wants you to feel it, not just hear it.
Then there's this line, taste the frosting so divine, one bite and you'll be mine. Playful, sure, but it hints at how alluring certain choices can be, even when we know better, maybe.
Oh, absolutely. Holes is a master of imagery, that divine frosting,
Yep.
the sugar rush. He's not just describing, he's drawing you in, making you taste the experience almost. It's about giving in to something pleasurable, even if it's not the most virtuous option. And that's relatable. We've all been there.
Totally. It's like he's giving us permission to enjoy those moments. Then we get to the chorus. This is where Holes gets really thought-provoking. He sings, all that cake ain't carnivore, it's vanilla chocolate core. Catchy, sure, but there's a contrast here, right? Appearances versus reality.
Exactly. He's playing with our expectations. How we assume all cake is going to be this big, over-the-top, in-your-face kind of thing. But sometimes the most satisfying things are the simplest.
The classics. Vanilla, chocolate, those core flavors that never get old. But you're right, it makes you think. What's the vanilla chocolate core in our own lives? Those things that seem simple on the surface, but actually represent something much deeper.
Yes. Could be a relationship, a passion you have, a memory that brings you comfort, those things that are always there for you, the constants amidst all the frosting and sprinkles of life.
And he keeps hitting on this idea of returning to those simple pleasures. Oh, so sweet, just like before. Is there an element of nostalgia here, a longing for the familiar?
Right. Because those simple core things, they often connect us to our past, to happy memories. And those memories, those feelings, they can be just as sweet and satisfying, if not more so, than any fleeting indulgence.
And it's not just about individual experience either. He adds, calories don't count here. Let's enjoy without fear. Friends together we laugh. That really emphasizes the shared joy of letting go, right?
Oh, absolutely. He's creating this sense of community, of shared experience, like it's okay to indulge, to enjoy those slices of cake, especially when we're doing it with people we care about. That connection, that shared experience, it adds another layer of sweetness to the whole thing.
Wow. This deep dive has been surprisingly insightful. Who knew a song about cake could be so layered?
Right. But that's the beauty of music, isn't it? It can take something ordinary like cake and use it to explore these universal truths about desire, enjoyment, and the human experience.
Totally. It's a reminder to embrace those moments of pure joy, to share them with the people we care about, and to find the vanilla chocolate core in our own lives, those things that bring us lasting happiness.
Because ultimately, that's the recipe for a fulfilling life, isn't it? Finding the things that nourish us inside and out.
And on that note, I'm suddenly craving something sweet. Thanks for joining me on this surprisingly deep dive into Kurt Holes' world.
My pleasure. Always happy to explore the sweeter side of life.
Until next time.
we have. Life's too short not to dazzle with a cake that's such a